Welcome viewers to another TV box stop review. In today's video, I have a box from the folks over at Magicsee.com, and this one is their latest model running on the Amlogic chipset. This box is the Magicsee N5 Amlogic S905X quad-core 4K TV box. Coming up next, I have a full review of its hardware and features, along with benchmark scores and live demonstrations, so stay tuned, you have more after this. So we're back, and thanks for staying with us. This is the box that the N5 comes in. The box got a bit banged up during shipping, hence why the box is in this condition. Below the box you have some specifications. It says that the CPU is the Amlogic S905X quad-core 64-bit Cortex-A53. The GPU is the ARM Mali 450. It has 2 GB of DDR3 RAM and 16 GB of internal storage. It can play various 4K formats, and it has various input-output ports. So I'll do a quick unboxing and reveal the contents inside. In the box, you get the N5 TV box itself. You get this infrared remote. I always recommend that using a Bluetooth Air mouse or mini touchpad keyboard is a better option. You get one HDMI cable, a 5 volts 2 amps universal DC power adapter, and a user's manual. Let's take a look at what ports we have on this box. If I turn to the back, here you can see we have one HDMI port, one audio-video port, you have your standard RJ45 LAN port, an SPDIF coaxial audio port, and a DC power input jack. To the side, you have 2 USB 2.0 ports and an SD card reader. To the front, you have an LED clock display. And to the bottom, you have lots of ventilation holes. So I will now set this up on my TV, and continue with the rest of my review. So I've connected the box to my TV. And as you power on the box for the first time, what you would see is this Magicsee boot up animation for a couple of seconds. Then you're taken directly to the launcher. The launcher has a simple design with large main function buttons which cannot be changed. You also have the ability to add more shortcuts to the launcher by simply clicking this add button and selecting which apps you would like to add to the shortcuts area. This launcher comes with a navigation bar and status bar for easy navigation and multitasking. Staying on the launcher, Nova Launcher installs on this box without any issues, and you can use it as your preferred launcher, or you can easily uninstall it and revert to the default launcher or use another launcher if you like. In the apps section, I see that they have included some free movie streaming apps for entertainment like Mobdro, Megabox HD, Showbox and Kodi. You have Netflix if you have an account with them. However, it may only show in standard quality due to DRM limitations, which I'll get to in a moment. You have the YouTube app, which is not the Android TV version, and the rest is some standard system utility apps. So now I'll install some apps needed to complete my review. First, I'll check to see if this box is rooted. It shows that the box is rooted, running on Android 7.1.2 Nougat operating system. This is great for those apps that require root access to work. However, it sort of compromises your DRM and HDCP encryption, which is necessary to play Netflix in 4K quality. The DRM information shows that the Magicsee N5 only has Google Widevine Level 3 support, and no HDCP encryption. This limits Netflix to only playing in standard 420p quality. Let's look at its system and hardware information. The manufacturer of this box is Amlogic, and the model is the N5. It comes with 2 GB of DDR3 RAM, and 16 GB of internal storage. Below here it shows the available RAM and internal storage after the Android installation and apps installed on the box. Below here shows the Bluetooth version. And it shows that this box has Bluetooth 4 Plus, which is actually Bluetooth 4.1 in this case. The CPU here is the 64-bit quad-core Cortex-A53 CPU, running up to 1.2 GHz. The box has support for both 32 and 64-bit ABIs, which allows the box to run both 32 and 64-bit applications. The GPU is the Mali 450 graphics processor, with a refresh rate of 60 Hz and OpenGL version 2.0. Under network, it shows that the box has dual-band 5.8 GHz Wi-Fi support, and you can also see the signal strength link speed and the frequency. The operating system is Android 7.1.2 Nougat, and it also shows that the box is rooted. Under thermal information, it shows that the box runs between 50 to 60 degrees Celsius under normal room temperature, and this can rise up to 75 degrees under heavy activity. If you apply a passive cooling fan, it ranges between 45 and 55 degrees. The box comes with codecs for playing 4K videos like H.264, HEVC, and VP9 decoding, and a couple of others, all needed for the playback of HD media. And that's it for system and hardware information, and now I move on to the benchmarks. I'll first start with the RAM and memory read and write speeds. The Magicsee N5 has a RAM copy speed of 2708 MB per second. The internal storage has a read speed of 69 MB per second and a write speed of 42. These scores are not all that great for a regular movie streaming TV box. I now show the results of the Wi-Fi speed test. So the results show that the Magicsee N5 has very good Wi-Fi reception. On my 40 MB internet package, the box was able to hit the maximum speed on the both Wi-Fi bands on every try. In the Antutu benchmark, the Magicsee N5 got a score of 27,504. This score is actually not very high, but okay for a TV box in its class. In the Geekbench 4 CPU benchmark, the Magicsee N5 got a score of 488 single-core, and 1,267 multi-core. This score is also average for a TV box in its class. And the final benchmark, which is the Ice Storm Extreme GPU benchmark, the box got a score of 300,315. This score is actually an okay score for this TV box, and we'll see how it performs in the 3D test. That's it for the benchmarks. I will now focus on Netflix, movie streaming APKs, and the 4K video playback capability of this box. First, I will run a Netflix movie for a few seconds, just to show you that it works and the quality you can get based on the DRM support we have. Well, as you can see, I am running a standard HD Netflix account, and the maximum quality I can get is 720p quality on this box, which is quite watchable judging from the sample I just played. The YouTube app plays up to 1080p quality on the version that comes installed on the box, and the Android TV version that plays in 4K installs okay, but it crashes when you try to open it. I will now run some 4K video samples from an external USB 3.0 flash drive to see how the box handles the playback. Most of the 4K videos samples played okay, with the exception of one video in MKV format at 60 frames per second, and the jellyfish video at 400 megabits per second. For my final demonstration, I'm playing 2 games to test the box's 3D graphics performance. I am also sorry to announce that my keymapping application did not work on this box. The games ran okay, with smooth handling and clean graphics. So in summary, the Magicsee N5 can be classified as a budget TV box running on basic Amlogic hardware. The box is rooted. It can use an alternative launcher. It can play Netflix in standard 720p quality. It runs all the latest movie streaming APKs. The benchmark scores are average. It can play most of your 4K video formats with ease, and it can handle some 3D games quite well. On the downside, the box already has a firmware update to remove a blank screen problem when using the drop-down status bar. It doesn't have the necessary DRM support for Netflix to show in HD and 4K quality. The Android TV version of YouTube, when installed, it crashes. However, it is fixed in the latest firmware. It gets a bit hot, so remember to ventilate. And the box had some difficulty playing a particular 4K format smoothly. So I've come to the end of my review of the Magicsee N5 4K TV box. If you are interested in this device, links can be found in the description area below this video and on my website, so be sure to check that out. Thanks for watching. Remember to like this video, share it on social media, it helps grow my channel, and subscribe to this channel for more TV box stop videos.